Hi, in this video I'll show you how easy it is to create test cases on your SAP PI PO system, and then how you can actually convert these to also run in Cloud Integration. So the first thing is we have our PI system here. We will find the iFlow we want to record here. We can go in and we can say record messages. We can create a test suite. For our release version, we can, when we're creating this, we have a number of different options. We can fetch historic messages, we can fetch future messages or specific messages. We can also go in here and specify the name of this message. We can either use XPath or we can use fixed value as we do here. The same for partner, where it makes sense if you have invoices or something else that is dependent on the partner or country, you can add that as a parameter so you know that you get a representative area for these messages. And then if you have selected future or historic messages, you can specify how many hours you want to fetch messages on, or how many messages we want to fetch. We just want to specify some specific messages. We can see what has been processed here in the last period of time. We press save, and now we are creating a test case based on these information. If we just go in here, we can also see we have added an order expression. This is because the payload is split, and therefore we need to have ordering of specific interfaces. So we'll select here create, and now it will fetch these messages, and we have fetched the messages. We can see we got details here. We got 2 outbound and 1 inbound and 3 outbound for each of the different messages. We can see how it has been processed, and this gives us a lot of ability to understand what is going on. We could have made changes in it if we wanted to. Good. So now we have created our iFlow, and we have created a test case. Or to create the test case, we just select create test case, and this will allow us to actually run this test case on our PI system and see how it behaves. So we just select our development PI system. So the test case is easily to create to just test PI to PI, but you can also use them for testing PI to CPI migrations. So if we look at the result here, we can see what is going on. We need to fit these messages, and we can see everything compares successfully. We look at the diffs, it looks good. Okay, so now we've created a PI test case. Let's migrate it to a CPI test case. So here we have our iFlows, and let's just take this last one. Here we can see we already have migrated a test case. Here's the icon, here's the iFlow. We can say migrate test cases. We can select the one we just created, migrate to CPI, add it to test suite, open the test suite after and then we can decide where we want to select and test this specific item. Because I know this is an item that we have migrated with our tool, it knows where these interfaces is. If you have not that, you would need to fill these in manually. So we select migrate, and now we have created an iFlow that has been migrated, a test case that's migrated. We can run this message, and this will then trigger the iFlow. We'll be able to see that it's been processed, and we can go in here, view the testing result of this. So we can see it's fetched the details, and I think there is one of these that is a bit more slower, so we are not fetching that one. If we ran it again, we probably would see it. We can go and look at the diffs here, what is going on, then we can see that's already some item here has been ignored on this test case because we already created it. So if we look at the test suite here, we can see we have ignored this, we have ignored all properties, we have received the order expression, and we are saying only fits these two states of this message. So in about 5 minutes, I've created a test case on PI, I've run it on PI, I have converted this test case to a CPI iFlow, and I've been able to run it, and I've been able to see if there were any changes with this setup. So I hope this shows you how easy it is to create, run specific test cases on your SAP integration to make sure that developers can really test everything that goes on. So go to figaf.com and sign up for trying out the tool. Thank you.